にちは皆さん、お元気ですか？ Hello, how are you? Today, anime video number 37 and I'm going to talk about Death Note. This very famous anime and it was from 2006 till 2007. So it's not recent anime, but I just watched it so recently because I was so scared just when this was so famous anyway, so I think you know it. But when I watched this title, Death Note, I was so scared, so I thought, well, that anime, I'm not gonna see it. But actually, I watched it and I liked it. And today, we are going to learn many vocabularies, very, very interesting ones. Well, this kind of scaring thing for me that happened to this anime too, Jigoku Shoujo. Jigoku Shoujo, the hell girl. Well, that was because when I went to Japan, my niece had all a manga of this Jigoku Shoujo. And she told me, oh, this is very good one. And I was so, so surprised that my niece loved this kind of manga. But she recommended me. So there I read all of this anime manga and I liked it. And I thought, well, this title, like Hell Girl, it's so scaring, but actually that had lots of beauty in it. Anyway, the theme is some kind of dark stories, but that was beautiful too. And anime was also very beautiful. So I think when even the title is very scaring for me, but when it's so many people love this kind of anime, so I thought, well, because maybe the story is very good and it's interesting. So this Death Note is also very interesting. The story of this anime is suspense. Suspense. Well, this is just the same as in English. Suspense. So Death Note is a suspense story. 主人公 is main character. Main character is Raito. He is about 17 years old or 18 years old, like that. So 主人公, this is main character. This 主, it means principal. Jin, person. So principal person, main person. So main person, 主人公, main character in any kind of anime, in the movie, or in the novels, 主人公, the main character. So Raito, what kind of person? Well, he's super intelligent. 頭がいい。頭がいい。It means so intelligent. 頭が悪い。He's dull. But in this case, Raito is 頭がいい。Very intelligent. And handsome. Handsome. イケメン。So good looking. And かっこいい。He's so cool because he does everything perfectly when for example, his sport skill is so excellent. So everybody admires him because not only intelligent, but he's so handsome and cool and he does everything so well. 優秀 excellent. So excellent and everything is so 優秀な人 the excellent person, so capable person. As he does everything so well and actually his life is quite happy, but he thinks a little bit boring. This word, 退屈 this is not adjective, boring or bored. For example, 毎日 it means every day. 退屈な毎日 That is what he thought. 退屈な毎日 This means the very boring everyday daily life. 退屈な毎日. So like this. But one day, he saw a notebook fall down from the sky. It's, it's so amazing. This is notebook. And he took it and he read. And that was Death Note. So Death Note, the notebook of the death. So he took a book and he began reading this notebook because there was a rule written. We say rule, rule. This is a rule written in English. But the first thing, the very important, if you write somebody's name is 名前, somebody's name in this notebook, this person is gonna be dead in only for 40 seconds. Oh. But very important thing, you must know this person's face, 顔. Because if you don't know his face, maybe you write somebody's name, but maybe there might be 3 or 4 more persons with the same name exactly in all over the world. So maybe these all kind of people are gonna die, but they don't have any relationship. So this is not possible. You have to have in your mind this person's face, 顔. Then you write the name. Then this person is gonna be dead. So he thought, Raito thought, this is so funny, so weird. I think it's strange. It's I don't think it's gonna happen. But anyway, so he's got lots of curiosity. Well, how can I prove it? Well, before continuing this story, I'm gonna tell you some very interesting word. 死因. Well, this kanji, the first one, 死, this means the death. 死, the death. In, it means the cause. The cause. Do you know this word? 原因. 原因, this is really the cause of something. But in this case, 死因, the same kanji, in, the cause. So this is the cause of death. The cause of death. In this death note, you can write the cause of the death. But in this case, not only for this second he's gonna die, but maybe longer time. But if you don't write 死因, the cause, 死因, the cause of the death, usually this person is gonna die by 心臓麻痺. 心臓麻痺. Well, what is this? 心, the first one, this is 心, heart. But when we say 心臓 with this kanji, this 臓 is organ. So when we say 心臓, so heart can be just the feelings, but when we say 心臓, this means our organ, the part of our body. 心臓, this organ as heart, 麻痺, it means it doesn't function anymore. So 心臓麻痺, it is heart attack. So if you don't write the cause of the death, the person's written is gonna die in heart attack. This is the normal case. But anyway, you can write 死因 too. But in this case, the longer than 40 seconds. Raito has this notebook, so this death note. But anyway, he didn't use it yet. He wanted to prove it, but there was no occasions yet. Because he's just a normal boy. He is not a murderer. And he's not gonna kill anyone without any reasons, right? Well, maybe he's not so normal because he's so too intelligent and so handsome like this, but anyway, he's not a bad boy. Well, let's learn these kind of words. 殺人犯, 殺人犯. Well, the first kanji, 殺, it comes from 殺す, 殺します. This is to kill. The verb 殺します, it means to kill. 殺人, this is the person. So 殺人 is murder. Murder. 殺人. Han, this word, han, it comes from 犯人, criminal. So 殺人犯 altogether, this is murderer. Murderer. This is 殺人犯. And the other one, 誘拐. 誘拐, this is kidnapping. Kidnapping. So in this moment, he was watching the TV, and there was a news. And the news says, oh, just now, there's a very famous 殺人犯. Yeah, he already killed some people. He killed many people. He killed people. And this 殺人犯 was in the building with many persons, many innocent persons. So he was kidnapping a group of persons, 誘拐, kidnapping. And he was in that building. So the news was telling, oh, but in this news, we could see the picture of this 殺人犯 and also the name and the age. Well, age is not important. So do you remember? To use this death note, it is very important. You must know the name and the face. You must recognize the face. But there was a 写真. 写真, this is picture. So picture just on the screen of the TV. So he could see the face, 顔. So he thought, well, I'm gonna try now. Because, well, so what's his name? Oh, like this. So this name, and I'm watching this face. So I'm gonna write it. Because if I'm not sure if this is gonna happen really, but if he dies, I think it's very good for many innocent people. They can solve their lives. So he wrote it. Well, in 40 seconds, nothing happens. But in this moment, in the news said, oh, many people are getting out of this building. What happened? And after they said, oh, murderer was dead so suddenly with heart attack. So Wright thought, well, this notebook is really the true one. So from that time on, Wright began writing criminals' names, and they are getting dead. Well, 犯罪, this word means crime. And this 者, this kanji, 者 or mono, this kanji means persons. So what this means? 犯罪者, criminal. So many criminals are disappearing. So strange, so inexplicable, but they die. So actually, Wright is killing people by writing their names, right? But he thinks, well, I'm doing this for my 正義感. What's this word? 正義, this means justice. The first one, 正しい, right, correct. So 正義, this is justice. 感, this is the feeling. 感じます feeling. So 正義感, it means the sense of justice. So he thinks that many people also, many criminals, they are better not to be here in this world. He thinks that he's gonna help the world to get better, so that the new world without any crimes. So this is what he thinks. So he was doing this for his sense of justice, 正義感. Raito was very, very busy writing the names. But in that moment, one day, Shinigami came to him. Well, Shinigami, this is death gods, the god of the death. Well, shinimasu, do you remember this kanji? Shi, only shi, this means the death. And from the verb shinimasu, to die. And kami, this means the god. So this was the god of the death, Shinigami. In this story, there's not only one Shinigami, there are several Shinigamis, but in this case, this Shinigami's name was Ryuk. And he's the Shinigami that is always with this boy. So he's just kind of other main character, Shinigami. And this Shinigami was so bored. Taiketsu, Nakayoshi, remember? He was so bored. So one day he dropped the notebook to see what happens. I'm gonna have some kind of, I'm gonna have some fun seeing what is gonna happen. So this is why Shinigami dropped the book from the sky, or from the sky, or the somewhere upper part. So he was so tight. That was very similar point with Raito, right? This boy was also very bored, and Shinigami too. They were bored, but now no more. They are not bored because it's so, for them it's interesting life. And one thing, very interesting thing, Ringo, this is apple, Ringo. Shinigami don't have to eat anything, and they can live. They don't lie, they don't die. But one day, Raito gave Shinigami a red apple, and when he ate it, he thought, how delicious! How come so delicious? So he loves apples, the red, so beautiful apples. So that reminded me Snow White. For me, so Snow White is also, the apples is very important icon. And in this Death Note, also sometimes we can see the red apple, because this is the favorite food of Shinigami. And also Shinigami is, for me, a kind of cute. Well, he's not cute because his aspect it's not cute, but sometimes I think he's just like a pet, like a dog, because this Shinigami is always following Raito. Well, this is normal because, and when sometimes he says, give me an apple, give me an apple. So when Raito gives him apples, and he's so happy, oh, like this. So it's, for me, it's kind of cute. This boy's father, well, this word, お父さん, or also 父, this means father. So this boy's father is working in the police, 警察. Well, here I wrote 警察官. 警察官, this is policeman. But this father is not a normal policeman. He is one of the great boss in the police. The police is also here, 警察, the police, 警察. And as his son is so intelligent, many occasions his son helped father to resolve some kind of cases till now, not after this death note, but before, because the son is very intelligent. And so now father loves him a lot, like every father. So he tells many things to his son about this case too. In this moment, many people think, oh, something very strange is happening. But anyway, this is some kind of God or something like that, because many criminals are disappearing. And so I think it's something so special. So many people are thinking like this. But anyway, many criminals are dying. So the police must move. Police must to investigate these kind of things. Well, the father, the father is really good person, and he's got real seigikan, the, the sense of justice. So I like the way of his thinking, and really this person, father is very good person. So many people begin calling him Kira, Kira, because there must be someone or something so special. So they say Kira-sama, Kira. We say Kira with R sound, Kira, but that comes from the verb, this word, in English word, killer, killer. Killer, for us Japanese people, I tell you that the L and R sound is the same. So we say Kira, but it comes from this one. So Kira-sama, so the Kira. And they adore Kira. And in this moment, all over the world, all the police and FBI and all of the organizations try to catch, try to resolve this problem, because something very strange is happening, but they can't. So it's impossible. So they think, oh, we must ask for the help to Eru. Eru. Well, Eru, this is a very mysterious person, but it comes from L, the alphabet L. So his name is L. So he doesn't have really, it's not, maybe this is not real name, but he's known as L. But we say Eru, Eru. Eru is a really a great detective. We say Meitantei. Only Tantei is detective. But with Mei, so skillful detective, the great detective, Meitantei. Until now, there was nothing that he couldn't resolve. So he's so special. Then now, Kira and Eru, from here, the story is really interesting. This word, Taiketsu, it means confrontation. Taiketsu. This is the really interesting part, because, Kira, so intelligent, but Eru is also as intelligent as Kira. So this is incredible, this confrontation. So I think you don't want to miss this anime. In this anime, we can see Koji-in in some part. Koji-in, this is orphanage. This is my opinion, but when I watched this Koji-in, that part made me remember the other interesting anime called 約束のネバーランド。約束のネバーランド。What do you think of it? I'm not going to tell you more about this showdown of this story because this is so interesting. I think you must see it if you did. But now, my opinion, and I told you that here some shinigami appeared. Not only one shinigami, the god of the dead, but one of them that was, for me, that shinigami, I liked, in somehow I liked that shinigami, and because I think that was kind of so maternal. What do you think of it? For me, this story was so interesting, and in the end, I thought that too much power in one person, even if this person is so good person or with lots of sense of justice, but too much power in one person, I think it's too dangerous because it's very difficult to control himself. And maybe he was a good person, but it's it's too difficult to maintain this good part. And I think too much power always spoils everything. And it's very difficult. What do you think of it? Today I talked about this anime, Death Note. So it's not recent, but for me it's very recent. And if you liked this video, please give me a like. And if you can share my videos with your friends, that will help me a lot. Today you learned a lot of words about death and kind of things. いかがでしたか？今日のビデオ気に入っていただけましたか？今日はとても古いアニメですが、デスノートについてお話ししました。もしこのビデオが気に入ったと思ってくださったら、ぜひいいねボタン、そしてチャンネル登録、それから私のビデオをお友達に紹介していただけたらとても助かります。ぜひお願いいたします。ではまた会いましょう。じゃあね。